What's up, fam? I gotta talk about Mars ingressing Sagittarius. Right now, Mars at 27 degrees Scorpio, and Mars will be entering Sagittarius on the 26th, January 26th at 4:23 a.m., 12:47 a.m. UTC. Now, I feel like this is a kind of overlooked thing in Astrogod's community today. I may be wrong, but I feel like everybody's sleeping on the cusp of transition, because like I said, energy just don't start and stop like that, you know, you know. And the cusp of transition is the 27th degree of ensign to third degree of the next. That what basically happened is when it hit that 27th degree, that the current sign's influence begins fading out, while the next sign's influence begins fading in. When it hits that third degree, the previous sign influence would completely fade at that point. Like it's just fade. They say it's simultaneous fade out that in the influence that's in, and fade into next year. But you know, it don't just start and stop when something gets to zero. Okay, but we are on the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, and with Mars there to me is basically like, you know, our desires have been to really truly search our souls and our motivations and other people's motivations. It's gaining. It's gaining knowledge on people's motivations. Scorpio is knowledge, people. Everything is knowledge, but Scorpio is knowledge. People don't. But really, really seeing what truly is driving us and other people and stuff like that, and it's separating from Jupiter. Is gaining wisdom on that too. Okay, so we was really seeing what was really truly driving us and really truly driving other people, stuff like that. And with transition into Sagittarius and stuff like that, it's about, okay, we seen the state of our souls and what we seen our true states, up here true states. Now we just trying to get enlightened, really. With ancient Sagittarius, it's like, oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness, I gotta go deal with this. I can't stay in this unenlightened state for any longer and stuff. And I'm not saying it's necessary like that, but yeah, that's the analogy that I give at this moment and stuff like that. I got to have a higher purpose. Let me go try gain some philosophy. Go get a more ethical code. You'll gain a higher reason and gain a spiritual reason, purpose for what I'm fighting for. Or basically I abandon what I completely fighting for, and find the damn cause. Basically find damn cause, find the find a bare reason and purpose to fight for something. That's what it's about. That's what it's basically about. And the interesting thing is, when Mars enters Sagittarius, okay, it be opposing the moon in Taurus. It would be in of course, it being separating opposition, air sign, air polarity opposition, moon and Taurus. And when moon and Taurus, when you have moon and Taurus, stuff like that, of course, moon's exalted Taurus, that's just pure comfort, gov, and harmony and stuff like that, But that's based on material things. That's based on what we value, what possess. That's based on the tangibles. Taurus is earth. Earth is tangible, stuff like that. Our desires. Our desires are kind of anathema of that. Anathema of that. Because we're moving from emotional to we're moving from more emotional to spiritual desires. So it's got. It's like we move from mode of carrying out our emotional impulses and stuff like that to gain practical security, gain to feed our to feed our needs for practical security at that time, to act on the spirit, while also balancing fulfilling our emotional needs through practical means at that time, from fit say desires and like desires, and I don't like to say whims, fixated desires and comforts and stuff like that, to mutable desires with fixated comforts and stuff like that. So you could see where that need to be balanced out, see where that need to be balanced out, and so so at that time, and then it also be conjuncting Vesta and Sagittarius. Now, Vesta is what we keep sacred. Vesta was the temple virgin. Guarding the fire, guarding the sacred fire, basically. So that's basically what we keep pure at that moment. So like that, with being Sagittarius and stuff like that, it's all about being pure morals, ethics, and philosophy. Purity of morals and ethics and philosophy, and Mars would be conjoined, that Mars be in alignment, that so real we'll be acting on pure ethics. That's the thing, we'll be acting on pure ethics. Actions will be purified at that point, because that's what we consider sacred at that point. Sacred actions. And also, let's see, other aspects Mars would be making at that time. It'd be coming out of a trine with Chiron. Separate is that a separated trine with Chiron. Chiron's in Pisces. Chiron and Pisces, is basically spiritual and emotional healing. Where our emotions is wounded through spirituality, through delusions, and we're healing that. So it's spiritual collective spiritual healing for everybody. And Mars and Scorpio, we digging deep. That's a gift, digging deep to find that spiritual emotional healing. But it be quincunx Pallas Athene. See, Pallas Athene, and that's kind of key there, because Pallas Athene, is daughter Zeus. And Pallas Athene is, our battle strategies, basically our war strategies, because she was the goddess of war. She got the wisdom and war strategy, how we fought, was the strategy for we fought. And we're being Taurus, like I said, fixated or practical means you find, developing that that winning battle strategy, for practical solutions to gain, stability, gain stability and stuff like that. And what's interesting, Mars entering the masculine domain of Zeus, Mars entering the domain of her father. And the kind of thing about positive thing was, she had to tone down her brilliance. she really did. She had toned down her brilliance, particularly not to offend, of course, Zeus, because Zeus, one that manifestation Zeus, he thought he knew it out. We got, I am justice, I am wisdom, I am the truth, bitches, basically. So this is kind of an adjustment, of our spiritual or ethical or moral desires, and reconciling that, making adjustment, really truly manifest something at this stage in our practical, practical 3D realities. I don't like keep saying practical stuff like that. To like like basically two our strategies at time, two our practical strategies. It's a adjustment, because it's real adjustment stuff like that. To to gain materially, but with having some ethics and carrying it out in an ethical matter. Like I said, and also staying focused, not going sense of adventure and stuff like that. That's the other adjustment. Not going on sense of adventure, not going out willy nilly and stuff like that, because we have to focus ourselves. We have to focus ourselves on practicality, because that's what emotions gain on your practicality and stuff like that, and that's our strategy at the moment. We can't abandon our strategy to go on spiritual and inspirational whims. Come on, So yeah, and of course with this it's staying in Aquarius at time. We're gonna have Lilith, Sun, Venus, South Node, and Juno, and Aquarius. Yeah, like yeah, I'm like, we're moving from tension, and stuff like that. We're going to sextile with the sun, Lilith, because Sun and Lilith being in Aquarius and stuff like that, our awareness at the time, but is how we really shift the game. We built our unique structure that fits in Capricorn season and stuff like that. Now we're breaking the mold and stuff like that. That's our awareness and shifting shit up and stuff like that. And Lilith, the dark goddess, conjoined that Aquarius and stuff like that. This red has a tinge. This red has a tinge of the collective, having the influence of the dark gods, because Aquarius is a special collective sign. The love that we share for our is with that wisdom from the dark gods, that wisdom and knowledge from the dark gods, especially in basically, I don't I don't gotta say witchy, but this is the divine feminine is really influenced this in the collective manner and stuff like that. So, but yeah, now this is my view and my perspective at the time. Like, depending on on your chart is how it would play out. This is just a general breakdown Mars and the aspects it be making. If I'm still learning. I'm still learning, so this is my best perspective at this time. But aren't we all, aren't we all? Because this is divine and sacred signs that take lifetimes to master. So this is my perspective and view at the time. Peace, love, gnosis. Bye, y'all.